give the noises, whatever. While I'm mounting my phone here, I'm going to share this on a couple of different pages here. Let's see, how do I do that? Share. All right, that's one. Let me share it here on Discord. How do I get back? All right, here I am again. Let's see. Is that a filter that I can put on? That's funny. Okay, so my idea comes from, and it's a very simple wish fulfillment kind of thing. Do you see this kind of this light effect that they put on this here shield and on some of the painted areas on this? Don't know why it's not focusing there. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of like a digitized or almost polarized effect. And I want to get something similar to that. Now, easiest way would be to put like a piece of card on here. Hey, Mr. Flames, how's it going? That's Jerry, right? Easiest way I could think of it is to put a card here and then just spray very gently backwards with a darker and darker, a darker red, then just progressively forward with that. And then alternatively with some silver in there. But my thinking is I have all kinds of glittery type paints and shimmer effects, and maybe I can do something like that with the chrome paint that I use. That's a possibility to try to get that. Hello. I don't know who Radical Hair is, but that's a cool name. So I have, where is it? I have this, which is basically glitter. And the last time I put it over black, it had like just a magenta effect. Now, I suppose it's supposed to, like you see in there that it's supposed to, but it's also supposed to be a color shift. And now this is way too thick to spray. And the glitter particles are big, but they can fit through my airbrush. So I'm gonna thin this with some clear and see if I can't get this to go through my gun and still have that shift effect. Oh, awesome. Okay. Just a subscriber, but always interested in seeing new paint methods. Yeah. And I was hoping that maybe I could get someone's attention there. So last time I had a couple of people on here, but I'd love to have more interaction. But like I mentioned, though, this one, the last time I sprayed it over black, it just came out this color here, and I didn't see any of that shift in effect. The other things I have for shiny are, let's see, this is the chrome color that I use, which just looks silver. I like this one a lot. It's not perfect, but it's cheap enough where I can get it and not cry about it. As if you've seen any of my videos, I'm a cheapskate, so not going to try to spend any more than I have to. And then the other things that I have are these, which can run through my my air gun. I have done it before, and they have a really nice effect. I really love these ones. And so I have a gold that I'm going to try to put. I'm going to try to put this one over a red. This one I got, hold on a second. Let me articulate. I think I'm going to put this one, though, over my red to see if I can just kind of get like a distortion on the red color to like a, it's not going to look like my idea, which is this, but it's going to give you the same mind of it. Like, you see how I mean, that effect is really cool, and I want to do something similar to it. So I figure I can try a blue, because you see how this one's blue, and I think that's just to like represent those motors that are on those not motors but engines, the flash from those. So I think that's what that's supposed to represent. As far as where I got them, I got these guys from Hobby Lobby. As you can see here, the green one I'm obviously not thinking of using, but the blue one, the green, and the gold, Hobby Lobby, and as you see here, it's $2.99, not $7.99. So they really cheap. And this one I think was $5.99, and there's several different colors similar to these. So there's a gold, a blue. The blue goes to green, and then there's a green that goes to an even greener green. I'm colorblind, so green doesn't show up very well. Regardless, those are my current ideas. Also wanted to show, perhaps, we can do, I don't know, anything else. It'll be fun. So I'm gonna do the red that I had for something. I was mixing orange, I think. So it's gonna be a very red. Like I'd say like the color red. All right, and there's that. I'd really like to isolate that thing so that it doesn't vibrate my whole table, but it is what it is. So first thought was one of these. I'm going to put the gold first and then put red over it. This one, I'm thinking red and then, well, okay, so I have the transparent paints from this variety, which is the one that I like to use, the Creatix cheap paints. So I have a transparent red, but I need to mix it down. I need to mix it down to get it to this color. I think I'm going to just go with solid red right now. Okay, so gold, then red. Red, then gold. This one's going to be like because it's already white. I'm thinking, what am I thinking on this one? I don't know why I left it white. I had an idea. This one's going to be silver, then red. And I see your tip, adding a few drops of silver in my next candy painting to get a sparkle effect. So I do think that one's a cool one. I really like that effect, by the way. That's it's weird because usually they do it on the kits with the clear parts, but I've seen it where like you'll have a white and then it'll have the sparkle in it. And I've done that similarly to a high like a really large size pigment, like one of these, because the pigments in this one are pretty big, the flecks of metal. I put this in clear and then thin the clear out really, really thin. And then I put that over a white. And that does have a really good effect. And I really like the way it came out. So that is a really good tip. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the white. But I don't know if I should do silver then red. Also, I don't know how the red is going to look over this black. It might turn really dull, and I might have to do a lot of coats. So I might just lose that effect. The other idea that I can do is use the transparent paint that I have. So I can go back to that. And I do have more spoons, so there's no worry. So first we'll do two reds because we're going to do the gold over it and then the silver, or silver over it. I want to see how those look. So let's do some red. My nasty paintbrush. I wish I had music. I have my laptop out here, but I ran it out of batteries before I started doing anything. These on this side. All right, so 2 red spoons. I've been a real fan of using rust colored primers as a red base. You get a really deep red with it. That's a really good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that before I started this. I do at the moment only have a black and a white primer. I have been meaning to get a pink one because I want to do on the Mecha Musume kits, the skin tone, and a pink base I think would work okay. I don't know. I've seen different results. Depends on the skin tone, I think. But either way, that's something I wanted to do. I do want to get different colors of primers. But for now, let's just do this. We're going to spray this red. And just as I thought, that red it's not working too well over the the black. So I'm gonna do the white one. And this one is not primered. It's just white. It's just a sanded spoon. All right, that one I think is the right color that I want. So we're gonna probably ditch these spoons on the black, and I'll just get some other white ones ready to go. All right, so just gonna do a quick sand on these. This is 400 grit, which is probably higher than I need it to be right now, but this is the first one I grabbed. Nice. I think I have a 600 here. I do. 600. That one's a nice one too. I'll probably do that anyway. You know, if I could put music in on over this, I don't know if that'll get me in trouble or not. Also, I don't know how I would anyway. I think I was just bringing up that I ran my laptop out of battery. Before I started this, I was just putting my my backups for the YouTube videos I've been uploading onto the drive there. Okay, so let's put those real quick red over those two. These ones are junkers. Probably put that one too thick there. I don't like how that one came out, but we'll put some more on there right now. Okay. Let me clean this guy out, and we'll start working on which one we're going to do first. Okay, so I got a couple of comments here. Get that royalty-free music. I agree wholeheartedly. Royalty-free music belongs on every one of my videos. I love that stuff. It's a lot of fun searching through all the miles and miles of garbage that you can find on there before you get the right one. And then I also have, obviously it'll be different if you use any gradation. I've been using the same color flesh primer for all my girl kits with a flat skin finish. As long as you get a decent enough pink, peach color base, it should work for most of the standard girl plus skin colors. All right, so that's cool. I don't have any of that pink right now, but that's definitely in the near future. I definitely want to do one of the extra kits that I have, and I have an extra of the 30-minute sisters Alcacardi, I believe it. Yeah, Alcacardi. She's the one with the red. Okay, that's another thing. I'll talk about that one right now. She's the one with the red quartet form, which is like the extra pair of legs behind her. And we also have, I think it's a flight suit. I'm not sure off the top of my head what it looks like. It's two cool rifles and claws, though. I remember that. I don't think it's a fight. That's the blue, yellow, green one, which is the weirdest one. And as far as making the girl blue, that's what I want to do. I want to do like alternative skin colors, like, you know, they're robots, so why couldn't they have different skin colors? I felt like I was gonna hiccup. But yeah, no, I've been wanting to do a red one, a blue one, and they came out with like a teaser for the Wilbur 9 frame arms girl on one of booklets from it was a Magatsuki Kika, which is the white version with the what is it called? The white version of the Megatsuki, which was a purple one, and it has a really nice what kind of effect is it? It's like a sparkle effect too, so very similar to what Mr. Flames mentioned before. But in that booklet, they had a version of Wilbur 9, which is a funny looking mecha from the Frame Arms series, and that one they gave her like a gray tone skin, like, you know, like a gray, almost black skin tone, and it was very, very cool looking. I'm like, that's some good stuff right there. I think that one's gonna be the one, and that's why I was supposed to leave one of these white. I will. Did I do that? Did I leave a white one? I did not. Okay, smart guy. We'll do that one. But yeah, no, ever since I saw that gray tone, I was like, I need to do different skin tones. There's no reason why I couldn't. And I think there was another guy on the Mecha Musume Discord I'm in. He had done orcs before, so he just gave him the big orc ears and nose and painted them green, which was cool. So I was like, well, I could do that. I can make different colored girls. And as far as have I seen the new 30-minute sister that just got announced? Yes, I did, and I'm very excited about her. I really like the two Larnell and Larnell girls. They are very cute, very small, and I love that rabbit motif. And the new one that got announced also has one of those mochi pounding hammers, which is a very cute weapon, I think. So, get that. Very good. And it's like an adult form, which that's all right. You know, I'm okay with that. And I do like the color. It's like black and brown, which is a nice look, I think. Okay, so these guys, this one's gonna get gold on it first, and then I'm gonna put the red back over it. I should have done the gold first. This one is gonna get gold over the red. See what that looks like. This one, silver. How many did I make? I don't know why I made so many. This one will get blue. I want to see what that looks like. And this last one will get this stuff, which we're going to see how that looks. Okay, so put these away. Boop. These are both the gold, and I didn't have this ready, so let's see. Shake this guy up. So this stuff is a clear coat. You see, it's got lots of pigment in it, but it's not at all overly pigmented. I don't know what that's going to look like just over the white. But you really do like how this one comes out. And I figure it'll look good with the red as opposed to silver. Now, some thinner here so that this gets through my gun okay, and it doesn't take me hours and hours to clean. Okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to do a paint job on the SkyTube, what's her name? Isis, the undead dress. You can see that gold on there. I actually think it's clogged. Okay, technical difficulty number 1. I like that. But yeah, no, I've been wanting to see about doing a gold coat over all the gold parts that she has, because that one, it's got a lot of that injection molding and a lot of, I guess it would be coated. It's not coated. I guess it's painted, because it's not. What would you say? It's not like anodized. It's not well, coated. But yeah, no, definitely. Definitely one that needs some extra love, I think. And yeah, no, if that was a thing, like you could have instantly cleaned airbrushes, that would be so rad. I would love that. Just a whole assembly line of them. I actually really like cleaning my airbrush. It's a weird thing, but considering I'm doing this live, that's not something I want to do. I would buy trucks. Okay. We have 2 types of people here. I would buy a trip around the world, but I don't think drugs would be part of that. Okay, let's do a little more thinning. Okay, so my theory on this one clogging, because the particles are really small in here, I think it is it's just the elastomer that they use in this particular type of paint. Because it's a clear coat, I think it's really thick in the bottle, which is a good thing for me because I can thin it to heck. And it's only $2.99. So thinning it will make it even cheaper because it goes a little bit further. Okay, here we go. I still don't think that's shooting. I feel it coming onto my hand. And for the record, no drugs, not for me. Stay away from them. Okay. No, that isn't quite the effect I want, but I do like it a lot. Let me turn the light down here. So I'm thinking with this brightness, it's probably too bright. Let's see. The refraction rate on these things really high. I can see in person lots and lots of little tiny flecks. On the phone screen, which I'm using to record this, it's just a bright glare to me. You probably see it right there on the edge of that oval. And I'm trying to get the phone to focus on that. Don't think it's meant to. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. But I do like that look. Okay. Let's get my light back on up here. There we go. And then the next one was going to be silver. The chrome that I love so much. I'm going to clean my pistola out. Let's see. What are some effects that you would like to see trying to replicate on this? I have a few different things that I want to try. I want to do a crackle coat again. This time I'm going to do it, on video so that I can show how easy it is actually to do with the product I have. And by the way, it's a cheap stuff, but again, it's from Hobby Lobby for $3.99. It's a one-step crackle. I believe it's just glue. You have to hand brush it on, but it works decently. Now, I don't love it on the scales that we're working with these model kits. I think it's probably not meant for that small. It's probably meant for big wide areas like the surface of a table or something like that, because that's what it's like intended finish is, like antiquing. But I do like that product, even though I didn't 100% approve of the end result. We will see what else I can play with that will make that look better. Now, I have seen a couple of different techniques on how you can make a crackle effect, so I'm going to try to replicate those. But that is later. That's not today. And then I would see about comparing them to that product, because that one it's cheap, It's only, what was it, $2.99, $3.99, something like that. Very, very cheap. Okay, so this one is silver, and if I recall correctly, that one's gonna go like crazy. So let me get this. We're gonna do it from pretty far away here. But don't hate this either. In person, again, I think that's a fallout here. There's a lot of fine graininess. Let's see. Because I did it pretty far away, the paint atomization is pretty sporadic. and it's reminiscent of that other this stuff, the Enchanted. That one that has about the same spacing of flex, so I really like that. There you go. That's a pretty good view. So that one, combined with what I started with, like maybe putting a card here and then just, well, I guess you would start at the bottom and then go up, and to get that, that step look that I was looking at, and then put like 6 coats of clear on there to make it look deeper. Something like that. I think that would be cool. Probably not that many coats. Don't do that. Just get a super glossy one. I need to clean out my gun. Okay, hold on. Get the spoon away. Do that before I get any drying in there. But I think that silver is probably the one. Now, I might do, Jerry, if you're still here, I might do the candy coat, the transparent red mixed with the silver. Might do that with the gold one too. We'll try them out. If we're gonna do one, we might as well do them all. I mean, I got all day. I don't got all day, but I'm gonna go all day. What am I gonna do? Okay. For those of you who aren't here, there, wherever, who weren't there prior and are now, or you're watching later, I am currently cleaning out my airbrush because those little tiny particles get stuck everywhere. We gotta make sure we get it pretty good. So that's why you don't see anything happening on the screen. You accidentally wetted the other kit? Okay, so then the next candidate is the blue one. And we're going to get that one right now. Get another mixing cup. Oh, adding sparkle to clear. Yeah, no, it's not always the best, but it can look pretty good if you intended on it. Okay, so we got the Enchanted top coat, and this is the blue one. I need a little more than that. No, it's just 1 spoon, Chris. Hey, how you doing, Bennett? It's nice to see you on here again. Boom, 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 boom. I think this Saturday is our club meetup at Brookhurst, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, I'm going to bring my Brabro, but it's not to show off or anything. Well, I guess it is to show off, but it's just to show it out, and that's going to be cool. How is 86? I watched 1 episode, and I don't know how I feel about it. I was pretty sleepy when I watched it, so... Okay, we got our blue. Okay, this looks... On my screen, it does not look like what it looks like in person. I have my light off, and I meant to turn it back on, but let's see here. I think that looks good. Yeah, I'm like looking at this in person. It looks amazing. I'm gonna have to bring this one to Brookhurst. You're gonna like it, Jerry. Um, I loved it though. Less mecha and more tanks with crazy legs. That is true. I saw. Um, well, I built. I have to show you guys because I actually brought it out. It might take a little while because it's under a pile of stuff. Because I got a new shelf for the inside of my shed here, and unfortunately, I had to move a lot of the finished kits that I had, and so this one ended up on the bottom of the stack. Still, I want to show you, I did do one of those 86 juggernauts, and I think I've shown you guys before that it was a juggernaut contest that we did, and what I ended up doing was just putting some cool, I think like biomechanical looking fleshy walls inside, a tentacle underneath. I put some muscle tissue where some of the joints were. Not the most excellently sculpted, mind you, but decent enough to pass the snuff test that, you know, if you saw it, you wouldn't immediately go, oh, that's a child's sculpture. But I will show you guys in a little bit if you guys stay on. If not, like I might forget. So forgive me for that one. Next one, so you get the blue, which I'm in awe of. Honestly, I think it's a really pretty color. Blue over red. It doesn't become purple. It's like this hazy mist of magenta in the middle of that red. To the naked eye here in person. Okay. The next one is this one. This is supposed to be, like I said, gold to magenta, and it's just not. It's kind of just magenta. But in this case, I think that might work. You see, this one's much thicker than the others, and I think that's because the effect that this one's supposed to have is like a glaze instead of, you know, the other ones, which are top coats. So we do have to thin this one with some clear, which I have here somewhere. Clear. Here we go. Top coat clear. But yeah, that 86, it does look interesting in terms of what I've seen so far. Nothing that I've seen wants me to look the other way on it. What do I do with my thinner? Boom, 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 boom. That's black. Here it is. Sorry, guys. All right, and I'm hoping this one cooperates with my airbrush, because like I said, it didn't really, the chunks on here, the little reflective surfaces that they have inside there, the metallic effect is bigger than it is on those others, the gold and the blue. Gonna do, oh, that's a piece of paint off the back. Oh, is that a paint or is that a hair? I think it's a hair. It's unhealthy. It is. It's a brush hair. But yeah, no, that's how it looks after I thinned it out, and we'll see how it sprays. Actually, I still have one of those black ones. I'll show you guys what it looks like too, since I have enough. So the first one I'm gonna put over the red in case I run out. it's barely coming out, so I think it still made it too thick. There he goes. And that being the case, let's put some more on this one. Now, properly thinned, I think actually this one might be the winner. I can see those flecks. Right. Let's see where I can get it to focus. There you go. Right there, you see how those flecks look in the light. They're almost blue on the screen. In person, though, it's a very faintly magenta. And then at the very top, you can see it almost shifting to gold. I guess the sharper angle you have, the more you'd see the gold. Okay, let's let that one dry. But you see on the black, you don't see any gold. You just see the magenta, I think. And it doesn't matter which way you angle it. Or if you have light from above, it's still just faint little flecks of magenta. Still, very nice effect, I think. Okay. So I got the spoons all done here. These will be drying for a little bit. This one should be dry by now. I'm going to put red over this one, which is the very, very, very faint coat of gold iridescent sheen. See how that ends up. And should I do the transparent or should I do the red that I did earlier? I think I don't know. I have the transparent there. I might as well use it. Otherwise, why bring it out, right? Actually, I'm not sure how that'll look over white. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boo. I think that out of those three other effects, the enchanted and the dragonfly glaze, I'm surprised at how much I like the dragonfly glaze's effect, but I think that one, I wish it was a color shifter, you know. It's hard to do on a small scale like this anyway, but you know, it should work. And then it's by Folk Art. It's not a cheap brand. It is. It's a cheap brand, Chris. But this Americana Deco art is even better. I don't know. Just my thoughts. Okay. Let's try. Look at that. That's pretty. That's in the bottom after rinsing that out. And my hands are so sparkly now. Very nice. There we go. Okay. So this one has the gold iridescent on it. You can see that. You can see it in person, but I don't know if you can see that on the phone, on the camera. Regardless, let's go. Where'd the red go? Where'd the red go? This orange. There we go. And my red. we're not doing the transparent. This is the opaque. So just one quick spritz there ought to do it. I don't want it to go too crazy. What I mean is one coat at least. Not like gonna go whole hog like it did before. Sorry, I thought I was done cleaning my brush. I left water in there. Okay. I say one and I do like 3 passes. I can still see the gold. In fact, I actually see it more pronounced now on the camera than I did before. That's cool. I like that. So kind of like a fade, a gradient to white on the edge there, just not painted proper. Just do it right down the middle and see how that looks. But I just wanted to see how much I can get away with without losing that gold sheen to it. Now, I think that little light there is... I don't wear gloves. Sorry, I saw that come up. I don't know why I don't wear gloves, but I never do. Let's see. I think that little gold line there, yeah, is from the light up above. Let's get that off. Let's see how pink it looks. But in person, it's red. It's just red. To me, it's yellow, bright yellow. But that's me. You kind of lose the effect there. The gold with this one. If I turn this off, ooh, that's pitch black. Hello. I don't know if it comes through to you guys. In person, I think it looks good. I don't love it. This one's probably the worst effect, but it's not ugly is what I'm trying to say. It's not ugly, it's just not what I was going for. All right, so there's that. We got this one. We got this one. We got the blue one, which I really love. We got the gold one. And we got the silver one. I don't hate any of these. So I think, honestly, this one's going to be the way to go for that effect that I'm looking for. Like I mentioned, putting the card up and get some lines there. And just have some saturation over it. And then each layer will get progressively, more and more silver, but we'll do it here, all the way up. I want to see what that looks like, actually. I have to do that. The gold looks nice, but on camera, it just looks like a metallic red. It's probably lost on me. It might not be glaring yellow with the shine in there. That reflection there, I think it fools me into thinking it's a metal. And I love this one. I know, let's see. I don't know how it looks on the camera. It doesn't look like what it looks like in person. It looks like a red with a blue shadow over it. It's wild to me. I love this one. But it's not the effect I was going for. I might mix that one in with the silver. Put that on the bottom and then the silver over it. So you can try that. You can get a card to do that. This one was, I think it was a good idea, I think the red will overpower the other color that it's going over if you don't use a transparent. So we should do that. And then this one is that glaze, dragonfly glaze. Can't really see it unless you're right up there. Those little purple flecks in there, little magenta flecks. They're not half bad, but it's not the effect I'm going for. And it also, in person, lightens everything up. Because it's not a clear coat, it's like a glaze. It has a different look to it. Now, this isn't a glaze like to bake it or anything like that. It's just a paint, but the glaze effect that it has, I think, lightens up the paint in person. I'll bring these to the thing though. I see another comment there. You going to OrangeCon this Sunday? What is OrangeCon and why would I need to go there? You got to tell me about that. Because I'm sure the Ranchi and I would love to go there. These guys going away. Actually, let me put this blue one. And then my chrome. Where is my chrome? I should do another red one too. For this simplicity's sake, for completion's sake. Chrome is right here. Chromium. What do I have I can use for a card? I have lots of things I can use for a card. What do I want to sacrifice to do it though? I know. My little containers. Right here. So these little guys that I use to hold and mix my paint, I get 6 of them for $1. Sometimes you can get 8 smaller ones for $1. I always use these. They're at the dollar store. And you cannot beat the price. I mean, it's like $1.25 now. But $1.25 for 6 of these little things. And they're not, I'm going to admit, they're not airtight. So the paint does tend to dry in there if you leave it for a while. But you see how loose that is. But if I'm going to use some the next day, I'll just keep that. You know, that's better than nothing, you know? And it's a nice place to put your, nice place to mix your paints. So, I use these all the time. Okay, so anyways, we are going to do... I disconnected. We're going to try putting that little piece that I just put away for some reason. And we'll try doing a gradient on it. And I'm thinking to go up instead of like down. But it might be wrong. Let's see. I don't know why I can't think backwards right now. And what did I do with the box? I had it right in my hand. I'm a nugget. A chicken nugget, for sure. Okay, well, thankfully, I have a second one. Mystery, where that one went. Okay. Oh no, I forgot to clean the red out. But that's a good thing, you know why? I can paint another spoon real quick. We're gonna try this 2 ways. Which one's the 600? There we go. You sent me a flyer. Okay, I will definitely take a look at that. But the chances are, now that I know about it, I'll probably go. Is it the is it like a contest for model kits, or is that something else that I saw at the thing? clean it, water out here, and let's go this red real quick and then close it out. Oh my goodness. I think, and I'm probably correct in my assumption, that I need to do another coat there. Getting to clean out an airbrush never seems to coincide with forgetting to paint a part. That's with any job, though. That's the funny part. You know, I know 6 bolts go into this piece, and I know where they go, but why do I have 4 more bolts? Where did these come from? Oh, it's supposed to be on the other side of this. Okay, let's get back to it. Take these off again. Something about the human mind compels you to do that. And okay, there is a contest there. That was like anything goes, right? I think something like that. I don't remember. You gave me the flyer. I'll take a look at it after. Oh, that's still very red. Hello. Yeah, it looks like blood. All I need to do is wipe off some brown. And it'll look like a crime scene. Okay. There is a contest there. Okay, so that's cleaned out now. And you know, me, infinite genius. I need to do a couple coats on that. Didn't do it. I'm very, very smart. I swear. There's something in my brain. Anyways, we're gonna go with this one, and we're gonna do that. I'm gonna see if we can't replicate this look. Like right here, where you got those nice, very, very, very flat lines there. So we're gonna try to do it. We'll do it straight up and down because simplicity, you know, this way. Trying to come up with how that's gonna happen. Where are we gonna get the lines? If I do it downward, everyone will go over the last one. Do I want that? But if I do it upwards, let's try it upwards. That's the one for some reason that makes sense in my head. I do need to on Saturday. Look at this is real good. Let's clip this on here. And we're gonna do it upwards. On Saturday, I'll need to buy some more of this paint of theirs. Okay, nice and clipped on, no issues. Okay, we're gonna do real faint, just a. There we go. The only thing I can think of that's gonna go wrong here, and it's a pretty obvious one too, but is that I'm gonna lose some of the paint beneath where this cardboard is. Okay. I'm going crooked. So the idea here is that each successive layer has more silver on it. And it looks pretty good, but it's very apparent. Let's see. I like that. It looks cool. It's not the best look. Because I think you get a darker look on in person. And that was over the blue, so it's got this funny after effect in my eyes where it's still got blue mixed in it. How does it look on this side? Because this side didn't get covered by the cardboard as much. Okay. You see those lines very clearly. I wonder if I go over it again with black, how that would look. It's probably a really bad idea. I don't think I should do it. Let's see if I go down. So we're going to pretend that this last section, it's that was the first spray. We're going to go downwards instead. And I want to see how that looks. It's probably not the right idea. Let's see. Cover it like this. I could just clip it. That's why I brought the clip. Okay. Just one little spritz. Ow. That shouldn't have hurt. Do I like it that way? It's almost the same as the other side. Like right here. Where these got more, more coverage on the outsidiest edge. I think going up is definitely the right way, but you can see very clear lines of where it's marked. And I wonder if you just do them in different colors, can you get that effect? Like, maybe we'll do a silver and then blacks. So that one's really good. This one's my favorite though. You see how it's tilted, by degrees every time. I really like the way that looks. And this doesn't really replicate it, but it can if I have some careful measurements on how far apart to space these lines. I think we could do it, guys. I think we found it. Stay tuned for more of this one. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was a lot of things. I enjoyed it. Did you guys like it? If you did, just like it. There's a button up there, fat hand with his thumb in an upward position. Wear gloves. Don't do what I do. And stay tuned for more, guys. I think it's okay. So I didn't do a new technique, but it's something that I was trying to come up with. If you guys have any opinions on that, if you guys have any thoughts on how to replicate this look, where did I put the booklet? Please don't hesitate to forward them. It's not a very important matter, I'm not planning on doing a paint like this, but seeing this when I saw it at the very last time was a couple minutes ago, because it was like an hour ago. I was cutting the box top off of my box here. So that's how I keep my boxes. But, seeing it up close when I was cutting all the edges out, I like those very, very, see how that one's even right there separated? That's even better than the little booklet. But that polarized light look, I don't think that's the right word. I know what polarized light looks like. It's not that. Why do I keep saying it? Like a prismatic effect. That's what I'm trying to think of. The light causing a prism effect and, reflecting off of each of the sections there. Now, these are small enough, I think, and this one isn't, but this would be small enough where you can cast it in one piece, even in the bizarre world that they live in. I don't think those are individual panels. It wouldn't make sense on a weapon. You have to have some heft behind it. I don't know. But I'm trying to get to that point. If you happen to know any effect that you can do to replicate that, any paint technique that you can think of, let me know. Or even if it's just a guess, hey, I think what they did, or how they can do that, how I can replicate that on a Gunpla, or car or piece of armor, just let me know in the comments. That would be really cool. If you have any criticisms on what I did today, please let me know. The first criticism I would like to say is get a more expensive air compressor, Chris. That one's it's a pain in the butt. The next thing is though, I should have had things more ready. So I'm sorry about that one, but I think it went well. But yeah, like I said before, don't forget to like it if you do like it, and we'll see you guys next time. How do I stop this?